I can show you how to almost double your closure rates for marketing leads with just 5 minutes work. I'll defend that outlandish statement in a minute or two. If you've listened to some of my recent blogs, you know that in 2005 we published the first of our landmark reports into alignment, and what we learned then shaped much of the debate on the topic of alignment around the world ever since. Now, you'd also know that in 2014 we published the 2013 refresh of that landmark alignment research. What we learned about training, process, structure, tactics, automation, demand generation, measurement and location is going to get the debate started all over again. Now in this blog I'm going to focus on just one chapter from that report. Chapter 5 looks at the sort of performance uplift that you should expect if you rename the stages in your CRM and your marketing automation platform to reflect buyer behaviour and not vendor actions, or gates as they often get called. I'll also show you how to get a copy of the whole report for free at the end of this video. Now let's go back to that outlandish claim that I can show you how to double your MQL closure rates with just 5 minutes of work. Well, of course that's a fancy. What I can do in 5 minutes though is to make the sort of changes that over time will almost double your closure rates. Let me explain. Those businesses that we studied which rename standard CRM vendor stages to reflect their own sales process stages. So that is, they just customized it. They generated MQLs with a 46% higher closure rate just by customizing the stages. And it's a function of really, I guess, treating your CRM seriously. But those who instead adopted the language of the buyer, terms like gap acknowledged, need agreed. Now let's go back to those. Gap acknowledged. Gap acknowledged is the buyer has acknowledged the gap. Need agreed is the buyer has agreed what they need. Buyer stages, not seller stages. Companies that had changed their CRM and marketing automation platform to use that kind of language enjoyed a further 28% lift in the closure rate for MQLs. Now SQLs are 16% more likely to close for those businesses that customize the stages, but then another 7% for SQLs for those who map buyer behavior over those who stop at sales behavior. The probability of closing an opportunity once a proposal's on the table didn't seem to change. So we've looked at MQL closure, we've looked at SQL closure. We haven't looked at proposal closure because frankly when we looked we found nothing really convincing. But how can you improve closure rates by simply renaming stages in the CRM? Renaming those stages forces marketing to think in terms of stage by stage buyer progression. The proportion of total business coming from new customers improves and churn is reduced again because marketing focuses on the buyer and not on the execution of their tactics. The first step in embracing buyer behavior is really simple. In a moment or two I'll show you how to get a full copy of that alignment report, but first I'm going to do two things. I'm going to share the conclusion, that is, what do we actually need to do to the CRM, and I'm going to invite you to receive more blogs like this. Let's get to that conclusion first. How do we change the CRM and marketing automation platform to embrace buyer behavior? So the first step is the simplest. Simply rename the stages in your CRM and your marketing automation platform to reflect the stages in buyer behavior, not sales gates. Step 2. Train your marketers to ruthlessly qualify opportunities according to what the buyer has done, not what marketing has done. Buyers who have shown that they're deeply troubled about a problem that you solve best, for example, are worth far more than those who meet some vendor sales gate. Step 3. Measure each of your campaigns and list sources and sales team members against each other to see how well they move buyers through each of these stages in the buyer's journey. And step 4, train or change tactics as necessary to improve where you find gaps. Well, if you enjoyed this blog, then make sure you subscribed to get either our blog, Funnel Vision comes out twice a week, or our Funnel Vision Monthly, which is something of an editor's grab of the best articles from the previous month. Go to mathmarketing.com/blog and select one of those options now. You can also subscribe there to the YouTube channel to get updates. Now, if you have already, then we'd love to ask if you'd be so kind as to invite a colleague to get these same things. So why don't you head along to mathmarketing.com/blog now and either subscribe if you haven't already, or send that link across to a colleague and invite them too. Okay, so here's how we get a copy of that alignment report. Go to mathmarketing.com/alignment. We'll show you there how you can access the 2014 report, or the webinar that I did with a few key conclusions, or both. If you'd like to see if Math Marketing's go-to-market planning workshops, known as Funnel Camp and Funnel Mastery Workshop, would help you to lift the performance of your sales and marketing teams, then why not speak to a funnel coach today? There's contact details on the website. I'll show you why marketing and sales can't report to the same VP on another day. But for now, may your funnel be full and always flowing.